Hello dear students, welcome back to biology class. In this video let us continue with the 10th chapter, that is cell cycle and cell division. In the previous video of this chapter we learnt about the cell cycle, the phases of cell cycle, and we also completed the interphase stage of the cell cycle. Now in this video let us continue with the M phase, that is mitotic phase, in which we will have to discuss in detail about two stages of M phase, that is prophase and metaphase. Now let us try to understand what is M phase or mitotic phase. So M phase, it is actually the divisional phase. It means in which the cell which has prepared itself. In this stage the cell, it undergoes division to form two daughter cells. How can we define the mitosis? It is a type of cell division in which the parent cell will divide into two daughter cells. The parent cell will divide into two daughter cells, where both the daughter cells, they receives exactly the same number and kind of the chromosomes that of the parent cell had. Means here parent cell, it will divide into two daughter cells. Both the daughter cells will receive the exactly same number and kind of the chromosomes. What does it mean, the same number and kind of the chromosomes that of the parent cell had? For example, in human beings, each cell, it consists of 46 chromosomes, that is 23 pairs. When a cell, it undergoes division, the two daughter cells are formed. So both the daughter cells will receive the 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes. And each chromosome, when you name it from chromosome number 1 to 46, the first chromosome of the both the daughter cells are exactly Xerox or photocopy of that of the first chromosome of the parent cell. Okay, so this is what the mitosis. And mitotic division is also known as the equational division, because the chromosomes of the parent cell divide equally to the daughter cells. Means during interphase, especially the S phase of the interphase, the DNA content of the cell is doubled. Okay, so as a result of this, both the daughter cells receive exactly the same number of the chromosome. The chromosomes are divided equally to both the daughter cells, hence it is known as equational division. Now, where does this mitosis takes place? You all have heard about the meristematic tissue of the plants. The meristematic cells, the meristematic tissue, here the cells keeps on dividing continuously, then it is a mitotic division. In case of animals, the mitotic cell division takes place only in diploid somatic cells. Diploid cells, and these are somatic cells. What are somatic cells? These are body cells or the cells which decides or determine the somatic character. As against this, in plant cells or in plants, the mitotic division takes place in both haploid cells and diploid cells. For example, in case of lower plants, for example in case of bryophytes, the gametophyte is haploid. Okay, so the haploid cells in Antheridia and Archegonia, they undergo division to form haploid gametes. Whereas in case of higher plants, as I gave you one example, that is the meristematic cells, the cells of the meristematic tissue, they are diploid, and here the diploid cells undergo mitotic division. So you need to remember, in animals, mitotic cell division is only seen in somatic cells which are diploid. Whereas in case of plants, both haploid cells and diploid cells, they show mitotic division. Okay. Now for our convenience, as I said in the previous video, the mitotic division or M phase is divided into two stages. One is karyokinesis, that is division of the nucleus. This is the division of the nucleus or karyokinesis. Karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis, that is division of the cytoplasm. So for our convenience, this karyokinesis, that is division of the nucleus, we divided into 4 stages, or we studied it under 4 stages. First one is prophase, second one is metaphase, then third one is anaphase, and fourth one is telophase. So you need to remember these stages, the stages of the karyokinesis of the mitosis, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Here the question may come into your mind that here you have mentioned prometaphase. Pro means prior to metaphase stage, certain changes have been observed which are intermediate between prophase stage and metaphase stage, hence it is considered as a prometaphase. But the major phases that you need to remember here are prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Now let us learn in detail about the prophase, which is the first stage of nuclear division. After the completion of S and G2 phase, or during the S and G2 phase, the DNA content of the DNA molecules have been formed, but these are not distinct. They are not visible clearly under the under the compound microscope. Okay. So the prophase, it is marked by the condensation of the chromatin material, that is DNA content. DNA now it begins to undergo condensation to form chromosomes. Okay. So whereas in cytoplasm, the pair of centrioles which are already duplicated in the S phase of the interphase, they begin to move towards the opposite poles. Here you can see this is one pair of centriole. Okay, this is another pair of centriole, and the spindle fiber formation takes place. These are the spindle fibers here. Okay, and these are asters. With help of spindle fibers, the two pairs of centrioles, they begin to move towards the opposite poles. Then further, the chromatin material, it undergoes condensation, and each chromosome, it consists of 2 chromatids, but still they are not clearly visible. The 2 chromatids are held together by primary constriction called centromere. Here you can see this is a centromere, and here this is a centromere of this chromosome, and this is centromere of this chromosome, and here you can see the 2 chromatids. Okay. Now these chromatids, they begin to move towards the nuclear membrane. They begin to move towards the nuclear envelope. So these chromosomes, they begin to move towards the nuclear envelope. As a result of this, certain pressure is exerted on the nuclear envelope. Now the nuclear membrane, it begins to disintegrate. It begins to disintegrate. The completion of the prophase is marked by 2 characters, 2 important characters. The first one is chromosome material is completely condensed and forms a compact mitotic chromosome. Here these are the mitotic chromosomes. Okay, and these chromosomes are seen to be it consists of 2 chromatids, and they are held together by a primary constriction called centromere. Then second one is the initiation of assembly of spindle fibers, microtubules and proteinaceous components of the cell cell cytoplasm helps in this. In the cytoplasm, the formation of spindle fibers or appearance of the spindle fibers, microtubules and proteinaceous components. Okay. Now as I said, the centrioles, they begin to move towards the opposite pole. At the end of the prophase, in the cell, when we observe the cell under microscope, by the end of prophase, the cells do not show Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus and nuclear envelope. Here it means the nuclear envelope is completely disintegrated and other cell organelles like Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus in the nucleoplasm, okay, and nuclear envelope, they does not appear or they are completely disintegrated. Here I have put an image which is viewed under compound microscope in a laboratory, we prepare the slide of root tips of onion. Okay, so here we can identify all the 4 stages of the karyokinesis. Okay, so here we can see this is the prophase stage. Okay, and this is also a prophase stage, and this is anaphase stage, and this is metaphase stage. Okay, so this you need to remember just for your reference. So this is also prophase here. Now let us see the second stage of karyokinesis of the mitosis, that is metaphase. So here what happens? Here you can see this is the pro-metaphase stage. Actually, this is prior to the metaphase stage. The nuclear membrane is disintegrating. Okay, and the 2 pairs of centrioles, they completely move towards the opposite pole and they are surrounded by the asters. This 1 pair of centriole and this is another pair of centriole. Okay, and here we can observe the spindle fibers. With the help of spindle fibers, the chromosomes, they begin to move towards the equatorial region, that is in the middle region of the cell. So here the chromosomes, the chromatin material, it has condensed to form a compact structure called chromosome. So the morphology of the chromosome we studied only at the metaphase stage. In the metaphase stage, the chromosome consists of 2 chromatids. Look at this is a 1 chromatid. Okay, and this is another chromatid. Okay, and these 2 chromatids, they are held together by a primary constriction. So this is primary constriction. Okay, so this is 1 chromatid and this is another chromatid. Remember, here the spindle fibers, they are attached to a C-shaped or cup-shaped structure. On both the sides of the chromatid, the primary constriction of the chromatids. So this is known as what? The kinetochore. Here the spindle fibers are attached to kinetochore like this, which helps in the movement of chromosomes towards the equatorial region. Okay, so remember, the morphology of the chromosome is studied at the metaphase stage. The metaphase chromosome consists of 2 chromatids. This is 1 chromatid and this is another chromatid, and both the chromatids, they are held together by a primary constriction called centromere, and on either side of this centromere there are half cup shaped, half moon shaped or C shaped structure, and these structures are called kinetochore. And what is the function of this kinetochore? The kinetochore helps for the attachment of the spindle fibers, and the 2 chromatids of the metaphase chromosomes are known as sister chromatids. Remember this. These are known as what? Sister sister chromatids. Okay. Now, as the metaphase stage progresses, all the chromosomes, the centromeres of all the chromosomes, they are arranged in the equatorial region, and this is called equator or metaphasic plate. It is known as what? A metaphasic plate or metaphase plate. And here there are two types of spindle fibers have been observed. One is continuous spindle fibers, the spindle fibers which extends between the two poles. That is the second type of spindle fibers that extend between the kinetochore of the centromere and a pair of centriole. That is, this is the pair of centriole, and here comes the kinetochore of the chromosome, which the spindle fibers which extends between these two are known as chromosomal spindle fibers. Okay. There are two important key features of the metaphase are the spindle fibers are attached to kinetochore of the chromosomes, and the second one is the chromosomes are moved to the equatorial region of the cell and get aligned at the metaphasic plate through the spindle fibers to both the poles. So this is about the metaphase stage. So this completes the two phases, that is prophase and metaphase. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.